epitome. I am the epitome of real, the definition of truth. Nikki C and the place to be. Love yourself, know yourself, be true to yourself, and stay fly. Yo, peace, what it do, y'all? I don't even know if my mic is working. Hold on, no. Hold up, y'all. Which one I got in here that I need out? This one. All right, let me go out and come back in here. Peace, what it do, y'all? Ricky! Oh my God! My husband is back. What it do, Rick? What's going on? You remember that shit? I know you remember all that. How you doing? What's going on? I didn't think that was you already in my chat. I put the oh yeah, I'm putting the link in the chat. I'm doing good. A lot of stuff has happened since the last time we spoke, but you know, God is good all the time. And God is good. I must say that. That's what's up. So I'm waiting for my co-host to come through. You're welcome to come up if you want. Okay. No problem. But peace, y'all. What it do? It's Nikki C in the place to be, and this is Frequencies. And we talking about what's really going on tonight. On tonight, we want to know what's really going on, and I'm waiting for my co-host so we can really get into it. It's just too much going on at this moment in time. It's a lot going on. We got a lot to talk about and a lot to cover. Oh, what's going on, cuzzo? I know y'all been waiting for me to go live. I've been going home and going to bed at night. I'll be going to sleep. I'll be knocked the heck out, man. I'll be so tired. So tonight is a different type of vibe. I decided to stay up and go live. Plus, my co-host was available. You know, he has a very busy schedule. You know, he got to make all these appearances at like the BET Awards and the NAACP Awards and all these things that he do. You know, he's a very busy man. And I'm still surprised that he still mess with me. So I've been looking at this trial. I've been looking at these rumors of war going on. It's so much to talk about. It's a lot to talk about. Oh, Aaron Collins is here.
Yep.
Hey,
What it
Aaron.
do? What it do? What it do?
Oh shit,
What
I
it,
didn't know. Oh yeah, what it do?
what's going
Oh shit,
on?
probably. Oh. So what's going on, Aaron? How you feeling tonight?
Been all right. All right. I literally just came back maybe about 30, maybe 40 minutes ago from the Mark Park. They had the Juneteenth
Oh, okay.
celebration there. I was hanging out with some friends of mine there. And just enjoying, Black excellence.
You didn't see my sister out there?
No, I did not.
Mm. I think she was going out there.
Yeah, I didn't even realize she actually came out right there like that. To be honest,
You said she didn't realize what?
I didn't know she actually came out there like that.
No, she got her all out everywhere. It's
Right, right, right.
what you got? Them earbuds in? It's echoing.
Yeah, that's usually what I have on. You want me to take them out or something?
I think they're making it echo.
Let me see.
We got Ricky Farid in the building. We got Rambling with Coleman and more in the building. I'm feeling myself now, y'all. Y'all shouldn't have did that. Y'all shouldn't have all came in here like this. Welcome, Ricky Farid, to
What's
the.
up?
What's up? Oh shit! What happened to him? What happened to everybody? They got snatched off the panel. Hell no! They snatched them right off the panel, like they can't come up here and talk. What the hell? That's right. Thank you for blessing. Oh, who is this? Wrath 636. What's up? I don't know who that is, but what's up, Wrath? Thank you for joining us. We just chilling, doing the frequencies. We want to talk about a few things that's going on in the media, more than likely.
Let's go, let's go. All right, you can hear me now?
Yep, I see you. With who is?
Good. I'll get touching and tapping on this goddamn device. What's up, darling? They done messed up now. I bet you that. Hey, lovely. How
Hey,
you? I
I'm,
know. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a
I'm
minute. Let me
good.
get this right. I'm sitting. Listen, I'm sitting out on the porch, baby. You hear? What's going on? Huh?
Okay, thank you, Ralph. But I don't even remember who you are. I'm trying to remember who you are, Ralph. But I appreciate you coming for real because I'll be live a lot of days and I don't see anyone. I don't see anyone coming in here,
Wait
but
a
it's
minute.
okay because I'm just gonna keep going and keep talking and keep running my mouth.
There we go. There we go. I can see the chat now. How you been doing, lovely?
Hey, I've been doing fine. I've been chilling,
You better. Listen,
getting
I
the
can't
job
see
done.
you.
I've been doing the work.
Right. You been
And
doing the work.
I do the work, and that's a lot. That's something that a lot of people don't do is the work.
I know, right?
Everybody wants shit to happen overnight. You know, it ain't gonna happen overnight. You
Mm,
gotta do the work.
I know, right?
Hmm.
That part. What you said. As I thought my day couldn't get any better. Look at this right here. Mm.
We got my brother Aaron Collins in the building. That's my co-host.
What's up, big bro? What's up, Aaron?
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Man,
Doing
I'm chilling.
no
I'm
more.
chilling, man. You know,
Yep.
I'm not
Yeah,
making
happy
it.
Juneteenth too. Happy
Huh?
Juneteenth, both of you.
Don't
Happy
tell you.
Juneteenth
Yeah.
to both of you.
For sure. Likewise, big bro. Let's call me in the chat.
You want to belly?
I see him. What's up, y'all?
Ralph, that's the real Aaron Collins. That's my partner right there. Me and Aaron, we like this. thick as thieves. You see me?
That's right.
Okay, for real? He said he remember you from Information Man. I don't know why Ricky keep getting snatched off the panel, but it's all good. Let's move on with our perspectives. So tonight we're gonna talk about our perspectives on a few things.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to get used to this thing, y'all. You hear me?
Coleman, we want to talk about our perspectives.
Talk about, don't
Right?
see in the place to be when they can
Okay,
see. Talk about, don't see in the place to be when they can see.
Yeah,
What study
Hey,
was
hey,
great. Yeah.
Because I do the work, I do
legendary,
the work. I do the work, I do the work.
legendary.
I do the work.
Come
Do the
on,
work,
man.
do the work. Even
I'm
though
talking
I hurt little
right.
feelings and then things. We don't give a fuck about them things. Yeah. Thanks for coming over. Yeah. Yo.
I promise you.
Good, yeah.
I thought my day couldn't get any better. Oh my goodness. Mm. This is amazing. It's been
Hey,
one hell of a day.
y'all.
Ricky, you go back to the times when we had, what was the name of that shit when we used to call each other through our emails? What's the name of it?
The hangout joint.
Hang out.
Hang out. Oh my goodness. Hang out. They don't have it anymore there, huh?
Hell no.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can actually do that and still. No, well, yeah, it's called something else, but it's still the same thing, and you can share it on these StreamYards with,
Oh
you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Google me.
And
On some
everything and
private shit.
stuff.
Well, they wide open with these phones now, so it can get real exclusive around here in a minute, goddamn.
And you don't know. You don't know. We all
Huh?
know. We all know.
Mm.
Yeah.
What's been up, man? God.
Oh my God. Reunion.
I know, right?
It's been
Look,
chilling.
gone
I
on hit your voice, cuzzo. What was the last thing y'all did? Oh my goodness, we was in Africa and everything was good and stuff. And it was about to be a matrimony. Pick it up.
I'm gonna marry Ricky Farid. I'm gonna marry him.
Oh my goodness.
My husband. Stop it. Stop, Aaron. Stop it.
It was about to be a matrimony. You know what I mean? Yes. We look, Jamaica and Africana took over, and we even got a little German and Swedish, but we was all over here, and it was about to be a whole ceremony. Y'all remember? If you don't know, now you know. All right?
Now you know.
Hey, remember the
Now you know mine. Aaron, now you know mine.
Now you know, man.
Yeah, man, I've been knowing, you know what I'm saying now.
Yeah.
And everything and stuff. And everything is stuff. Because we come what? Okay. Yeah, great.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
So I have had one this day here. Oh my goodness, y'all don't even understand.
Yeah, because it's a throwback. It's your people. It ain't mixing and thanging and everything and when everything and been thangling. You know, because everybody's a little twisted up and stuck. You know what I mean? And we just kept it how we always had it. You know what I mean? So that's why it's so real and it's amazing to you right now. You feel
the way it always is. You hear me? I love it.
That was in the Hangouts days, the Google Hangouts days, back when going on panels actually kind of meant something. You know, we had fun. That was what it was. We had fun, and nobody got offended. Well, at least I hope nobody got offended. But yeah, that's what we did, and that's how we handled it.
Well, we gotta keep it real because it was still some mess and stuff, and it was always the drama. But it's what we like. We ain't let it like hinder us, or we gave a fuck, and we ain't giving no shine, no light. And then if we did, it won't for days and days and weeks. And months.
Know, right?
You know what I mean?
I know, right? Screenshots and goddamn shots and all this old. Man, this shit is
recordings and
ridiculous, right?
like what if I
Yeah.
record motherfuckers? Hey, so
Outlandish, right?
That's for people who don't have any kind of content. They don't have no content, so they gotta figure out a way to do some dumb shit to have content.
Mhm. No
well I
substance.
can well
Yeah,
I can say
we call it
this.
clout chasing.
Well, I will say this because all right, first of all, it's all up to the viewers. And when you put out what you think is the real shit, the knowledge shit, the deep shit, the shit you can feel shit, that
Right.
don't get numbers. So what people did, and I ain't even mad at them to a certain extent. Only a certain extent, I just don't become interested. But
Right.
what get the pom poms, the chilies, aka views, is the fuck shit.
Right.
So I mean, and that's just how people just start navigating because they felt okay. Oh, when I was on this, when I was spitting the realness, I won't get no numbers. But when I had the beef and I wanted to come out here and I
Right.
wanted to clap back, that's what got the views. So I blame the viewers. I don't even blame the people
Right.
that's in the position, so to speak,
Right.
more so than I blame because we are in control of what we consume and we choose to consume that.
Mm.
And that's what make the numbers.
Right. The fuckery. Well, we'd have been down that road quite a number of times, So I mean, right. We kind of mellowed it. They kind of dissipated a little bit. Then we started kicking a little bit. Like I said, we had them little beefs, them little old jabs, but they wasn't nothing vicious. Not in J4K, it was.
But a lot of people became popping because you got to think only y'all. Okay, so this is my and I'm just speaking for me, Coleman. Baby,
Right.
Miss thanks for coming over. Know what I mean? So
Right.
this was my story. I started with the Kate 420s, the meantime between time chick, forgot her name, and then I went over to Chosen, and that's what I met. The Ricky Farids and all of them, and the Robs and all of them.
Right.
They broke up. I venched over to Ricky, the Huggies, the Truth Out Louds, the people like
All
that.
of them.
We were chat participants that
Right.
start being able to get a channel because why? Because we were beefing with somebody. So that's
Right.
how people quickly made it to 1,000 and they
Right.
got these. But
Right.
we chose other avenues that want us because I won't about to dox nobody. I won't about to
Right.
mess with nobody's livelihood.
Right. Come on, man.
So I was just mad different. So that's why I ain't popping what you say, YouTube popping and monetize right now
Right.
because I'm the
Right.
boring bitch
Right.
compared to what everybody else doing. Know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. It could have been on that level, right? Right. Experts at fuckery,
Because that's easy. That's
Right.
easy. Look at you.
Right.
Look at you. You did
Right.
all avenues. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Your numbers was big and high, and it wasn't that easy to get monetized then when you were out because you would have been monetized if that was the case.
Right. That
But
would have been
we
a long
couldn't get
time ago.
yeah. So what I'm saying? We've been through those things. Nikki has been popping. She could pop off if she want to, but she choose a different path. So
Right.
it's just like I mean, we got to blame ourselves at that point as viewers because I don't know why we get so mad and we want to come together and we want to, have a voice when a white person do it to us. But when we do it to ourselves, then we silent. Like it don't match up to me. It don't make sense to me.
Right. I mean, ain't no substance there, right? Once you got substance, then you can cause a wave. You know what I'm talking about? Right. Once you got some
All
substance,
around the world, the same song.
you hear me? Right.
999, 999 with one more to
Don't
go.
do that. Don't do that.
999.
Yeah, don't do that.
Nikki,
What's
hey
up?
bud, what's good?
What's
Don't go on
good?
mute on your own. Look, it's the Ricky and Coleman takeover. No, we ain't doing that. Nigga.
What's up? What's up, Nikki? You on the phone?
Cuzzo.
Man, yeah, I'm just chilling. I had a wonderful day. I went down to they had the little Juneteenth little festival thing down there. It was crowded. It was turned off down there. It was all right. It was too many people for me. You know what I mean? I just
Well, I'm still celebrating my birthday. It's Gemini season. My birthday was the 11th. You know what I mean? I've been in a grieving period, and now I'm like, okay, I gotta peep. My grandma was damn near 100. She 96, 97 years old. So even though I'm gonna still grieve because I'm gonna miss her, I said, you gotta celebrate yourself, shorty. Like midget. You better get your butt up and celebrate your midget ass self. So yeah, the festival. I'm telling you, it was hot, and then we got rained out. Oh my god, we had storms and everything, tornado watches, flash flood warnings. So we got rained out pretty early, but you know what I mean. I had fun, and I did my karaoke, so I had the crowd hype because you know I always think I become the greatest entertainer alive when I had me the little sip of the lip. You know what I mean? And everything and stuff. So yeah. So yeah, today was a good day. In the words of Cube, today was a good day. What about you, Nick and AC? What's good?
Today was cool. I've been chilling. I went to work and all that shit and came back, cooked. And I said, Aaron, want to go live? Because Aaron be busy. I can't keep up with him. He be busy. He always got something to do. So I'll be trying to catch him on the days that he ain't got nothing to do. So he agreed with me today. So that's why we're here.
It's still good right here. Matter of fact, when you went to that accent, I remember we used to do. I'm like, man, that brought back so much. That was like, how many years ago was that? That was like what, 6,
Well, it's
7
been
years
like
ago?
6. Yes.
Hey,
Yes, it has been that long.
Yeah, I miss them days.
We used to have a cracking on that with that. That was a good narrative we was running.
Look, and Ricky probably don't even remember Aaron because he was on here.
Go through with the wedding and everything. I was like, come on, we're gonna do this shit. A YouTube wedding. Ain't nobody ever did it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, because Ricky left. You remember Ricky, I know you remember that skit. The marriage and the Look, Sky's the Limit was still on here then. Yeah. Sky's the Limit was still on here back then.
Right. Sky, yep.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell her Ricky back.
Oh. You remember Sky's the Limit, don't you?
Right. I remember Sky. I definitely remember Sky. She remember me too.
What's Sky?
She ain't been on here in I don't know how long. She said, fuck this.
She came here one day when I was live.
Okay, so let her know. Like, yes. She'll come now. Look, if she did leave, she'll come back now. Because we got a legend in the building.
Yeah, okay. Legendary, the Ricky Farid.
Let's have a moment of silence too for another one of our veterans too. Gigi.
Oh, Gigi.
Gigi?
Yes, Gigi with the giggles.
Yeah, Gigi giggles.
Yeah. Sticky Ricky, what they called him.
Sticky Ricky. It's so crazy.
Gigi. I mean, I'm virtually pouring out the libation for.
Yeah, because she the one got us that Shmuel stuff popping. Hey, chat. I can't see y'all, but hey, y'all. Hey.
Came in. I met her at Bigo.
Yeah, I can't see the chat either.
But none of us like Bigo no more, so we like over it. And I told her I was live right now.
Yeah, but it's all good because we can poly and wild out like we want to. That's how I like. That's why I like going live when I do go live because I be like, well, whoever come, you can catch the Riri. Look, don't nobody catch you unless you're talking about them. Don't nobody catch you unless you talk about them. You say something about them, then everybody know about it. Want everybody in there. Want number 2, 3, 4 folks in there. But you say something about the right motherfucker, then everybody know it.
Yeah.
Niggas want beef, I ain't got time. I'm trying to eat, yo, I got time. But niggas want to beef, I ain't got time. Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh,
are they
no.
protesting by your house, Nicola?
Huh?
Are they protesting over there?
Nah, not yet. But we had a mama and a son get killed here on Father's Day over some freaking trash.
What?
Dude was wearing his gun out. He went over into somebody's yard that had just been recently getting out of prison. But of course, I'm a deeper thinker. I know it had to be more than just that one day of harassment. It wasn't just about that trash. That trash was just the last straw. So anyway, he went in the dude yard screaming at him, spit on him. Dude knocked him out, took out his gun, popped him and his mom. I ain't saying it's a good thing, but you just have to be mindful because you're a human being of other human beings.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't go that hard. Like, why?
Right. It don't make no kind of earthly sense, do it?
And then everybody like, oh, he had to kill him. Maybe not. But you don't know this dude mentals or what he was going through. He
Right.
could have been fresh out of prison, not being able to find his way, got a daughter, the baby mama might have been stressing him. I'm not condoning what he did, but both of them was wrong because dude shouldn't have went over there rah. And like I said, I know it was deeper than just some trash. Like y'all probably have been messing with this dude. Oh, I'm gonna call the cops on you going back to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. And then it takes me back to that Vegas on the strip where the couple have been, harassing dude for a long time. They didn't keep it YouTube. They got off YouTube. And he went and killed them on their live. I mean, unalived, I'm sorry. Unalived them on their live. So you just can't, I mean, come on now. You just got to treat people the way you want to be treated.
Exactly. Hey, let me ask you this. Hey, I keep hearing people saying on the live, right? I caught on to it. But it's so I think it's certain words that people are not saying, right?
Yes, you can't say certain words like RAPE. You got to say great or use that in a different way. You can't say the K word. You got to say unalive.
I just say R word. I just use the R word.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Why you can't say somebody got murdered or nothing?
Why you can't
I
say
don't know.
the K word?
It's just what monetized channels. See, I'm not monetized, so I don't give a fuck what I say. But it's just these monetized channels that just be like, they can't say. I guess it's like some guidelines or something, and you can't say certain words on, or to take away your monetization. But I ain't monetized, so I don't follow it. But I just don't want to come to nobody else's panel, and if they, and just jeopardize their channel. But yeah, they do say that. Like it's certain words that you can't say.
Damn, that's crazy though.
Right, you can't get your full thing on. Well, I guess people just gotta get creative, I guess. And I don't know if that's because I came on here and talked about a lawsuit that was over a certain kind of medicine, and they snatched that video down. So yeah, they do got little certain stipulations and things. But I have never, as long as I've been on here, I have never read the guidelines. So I don't ever know.
All right. That's weird. It's weird. I've been seeing a lot of videos like that, right? I'm noticing a whole lot of changes, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, I'm trying to, adjust a little bit,
Well, I will tell you this. Shorts are like if you were on TikTok. They're supposed to get you a lot of traction. So I've seen people getting a lot of views and are able to get monetized off of shorts. So if you ain't ready to go live yet, just put you up some shorts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I know you, and you're able to make community posts, so you can share somebody else's live. You can come up there and have a motivational,
Oh
So
yeah.
I know you noticed that. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you got community posts, you got shorts you're able to do now.
Mhm.
Instead of like you ain't ready to go live yet, you can just do you some shorts or
Right.
something. I see they get traction. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really just trying to position myself with this art. I need a couple instruments, right? Some equipment, right? You see my work, right?
Yeah, so you showed too. You talking about this ain't finished. I ain't ready to sell it yet. We ready to buy.
Mhm. Yeah. So that's what I'm really trying to do, so I can be able to show a lot more and do a lot more. You know, create some traction with this thing, right?
And that can be your short. You can actually show the painting and then you can upload a video or either go live and explain the meaning of your painting. So you can just rep it with the short first,
All right.
you know what I mean? And then you can come back and like give the meaning of like why you even drew that type of thing.
Right. Presentation, present it, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
And you'll be in a whole other algorithm than where you was when you left.
Oh yeah. Hmm. A whole different side, a whole different self. You know, I can't go by myself though.
I'm sorry, y'all. I keep going on mute because I'm smacking. I'm over here. I'm lushed out.
I can't go by myself.
Well,
About
where
a month
so
before I got here on the live, I was out enjoying myself with some friends and on the Juneteenth celebration.
Right.
You know, so at first I didn't celebrate Juneteenth because of its origins, but
Right.
I'm guessing now it's becoming more mainstream and maybe
Well.
it's just not all that bad. But if people understood the history of Juneteenth. It's
Right.
basically a celebration of being late.
Well, can I keep it real with you? The only
Mm,
reason why I'm celebrating Juneteenth, even though the origins are a little behooving to me or whatever, but because I've been conditioned to celebrate July 4th and been able to have the day off and get double pay and all of that stuff. So I'm like, why not embrace this? Because I'm not sure the history is on. I get what they're saying because what Nooka in this country is still really free. So I'm really like torn in between celebrating either,
Right.
but because it's been conditional. Well,
Right.
now here lately, just it's been the norm for the Juneteenth because I think Obama got that to be celebrated. If I'm not sure, somebody can correct me. But July
Right.
4th has been celebrated ever since I've been born. So that's just a condition. And we have the day off, and families just come home for that day more so than I've seen what's been celebrated on Juneteenth.
You did. It's
also I said don't follow any of this shit.
it's always got to be a celebration or something. I'm talking about why Negroes feel like they want to celebrate something. You know what I'm talking about? Like
The
it's supposed,
most I said don't celebrate none of these days.
you know, like it's supposed to be a festive moment about tragedies and the debauchery of the past, right? So I can understand somebody's commemorating some things, what I'm saying, or some peoples or some situations, but to be all festive and shit, what I'm saying, about a fake ass emancipation. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, especially when we ain't really free.
Can
I
y'all
mean, we in a mental, you know what I'm talking about,
I don't think
Nikki
y'all can.
and Rick, like mental, physical, spiritual
I don't
war.
think y'all can hear me.
Yeah, sorry.
Can y'all?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying that the Most High never said to celebrate these days. If anybody is gonna follow the biblical laws,
Right.
those days ain't the ones that was supposed to be celebrated. Any of these days that they have, period,
True.
are to be celebrated. But people continue to follow these same rituals, and that is why we're still in the same position.
Yeah, condition.
You know, you celebrate a victory. So, I mean, there's a triumph that's gonna happen. That's when celebration come in at. You know what I'm saying? This shit they got going on around here every year, like it's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, influential. Like, and then you go right back to the same old assimilation. It's like, what gives? It's like, nothing changed. Ain't nothing gonna change, right?
I'm glad you said that because while we're celebrating and y'all reps of Juneteenth, and we still got ourselves tearing each other down at the same time. That's just when we got a victory. Nah, that's the wrong
You know
word.
why
That's
people want to celebrate Juneteenth?
When there's a victory, that's celebration time. Like,
Yeah,
or for get married, that's a celebration time, right?
y'all
Right.
want to know why they do it though?
I mean,
yes, I do.
Because these niggas just only want to get a new outfit. They just want to go floss on something and spend some money. That's all.
okay.
We
Why
putting our
they-
money back in the wrong shit.
Yeah, they want to spend money up all the time on this, on some kind of holiday, so they can say they cooked a lot of food and did all this
Made a few dollars, right?
shit.
Right.
And it's systematically set up for that way too. Because look at Christmas and it don't say they said what he watched over his flocks by night. That mimic like spring or summer, any warm weather.
Well,
The day we celebrating it is supposed to be cooler, and you know what I'm saying? It's just a systematic setup that we've been hypnotized into being conditioned into to keep celebrating the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Minting or minty.
Yes.
Christmas and
And then
Thanksgiving.
cry broke and impoverized, you know what I'm saying, thereafter. But we'll put our rent up or our mortgage or our light bill money and go see a Beyonce or celebrate a Christmas, or we gotta shop on a Black Friday. Your children, you know what I mean? Like it's this shit weak.
Right. Buy that money up.
Well, as far as Christmas and Thanksgiving, every day is Christmas to me, and every day is Thanksgiving because every day is a gift.
Yeah,
Anytime,
Right.
thanks every day.
it's every day for me. I mean, I don't just wait till one day of the week in December and where they celebrate some false notion of a fat white dude sliding down a chimney. Now, understand the physics of that. How can someone fat slide down a skinny ass chimney and not get burned at the very bottom? I mean,
But look, you gotta go deeper than that. Why we got our kids sitting on a possible pedophile lap, like or a stranger? Like we got them on their laps taking fucking pictures. Like this shit crazy, B.
I ain't never put my kids on Santa Claus lap.
Me either, girl.
On Santa Claus lap, somebody else putting my babies on that nigga lap.
That's Hello. Okay. Yeah.
And then the hate we got amongst each other, but trying to celebrate a Juneteenth and stuff. Like we got like right now, okay, and y'all might feel a different way, but the Puff Daddy thing, and I'm only bringing this up, Nikki, because you done did a live on it. But the Puff Daddy thing, so we gonna imprison a man that's a freak. Like, okay, so we're not gonna go back in history and get the people that's done molest. Is somebody in your family that done said they got molested and y'all ain't gonna go this hard, but y'all pom-pomming and cheerleading for this nigga to do this type of hard time? Like it don't make sense. Where was this same energy for this broke motherfucker, this broke uncle, this broke stepdaddy, this broke cousin, this broke brother that was in your family? That, you know what I'm saying? They don't get the same shine or time, but a motherfucker with money do. Like, come on now. And Cassie was a part of the trafficking, because you paid motherfuckers to come out so you could freak off with them too. Like, why ain't everybody like? Why does one person have to be held accountable?
It's not even the freak off part though. Like, it ain't about the freak off. It's about the niggas was spending money to do the freak off, and he was using his money from his job, and it was a racket. He was doing illegal transactions. You can't fucking buy prostitutes in California or none of these other places. You ain't supposed to be doing that. That's pimping.
But they was with it. They was with it.
Because it
And
doesn't
to
matter
the
about that part though, because that's not the point. We don't care about what they was with. It's so much other stuff going on with this that they ain't even brought up yet. They just keep focusing on this, and which is making me pissed off. I'm getting mad because if some women agree to do all this with you, they sit up here standing in front of the judge, then why in the hell are we still listening to them now? Why
exactly.
What happened to Usher? What happened to Justin Bieber? What happened to all these people?
No, what happened to Uncle Bebe and Uncle motherfucking Debo and all of them? Like, you more concerned on wanting to see this guy get justice with your misplaced animosity and hate and all what you didn't do. Why won't y'all ride in the same way for y'all families when it happened to your daughters, your nieces, your sons?
Who said anybody wanted JD to go to jail? Who's riding for him?
No, but I'm talking on that side of the coin that people are into. And Jay-Z's gonna be next. Like, how y'all that excited of a black man? Y'all want so much for this, but
though, because I just want to know why you taking it like everybody's happy about this.
Well, I'm not saying
we got exploited by these same niggas. That's why everybody mad.
Well, I'm not saying you in this realm.
You're faking like you love us as black people and all this stuff, but really you've been playing us to go along with the bullshit, nigga. That's why we mad. You know, we don't even fuck who you fucking and all that, but we didn't spend our money. That's our money in that nigga pocket.
Right. That's real talk. Many of us have gotten, because a lot of us are into this celebrity worship and this, if I could just get his autograph, something like that. No, a lot of us are starstruck.
And it's more shit. I want to know if this nigga has something to do with Tupac's murder.
Tupac and Biggie murder. Yes.
Something to Biggie, nigga.
Because they ain't do nothing until Keefe D. Yep, you notice they ain't do nothing until after Keefe D called him out on that Tupac, and now they getting up for all the rest of this. But I will say about all these pedophilia situations, people need to have this same emotion and rage within their own families that they got let slide. And they need to put that same energy into what they putting into these celebrities. Like, your misplaced, anything you got misplaced shouldn't come off at these celebrities. You should have just had that same energy for your family that did the same thing.
That's a good point. It's a real good point.
I got a question. So, have it been proven in the court so far about anything he been charged with?
Yeah.
It has? Like what, for instance?
Of him flying people from another state for sexual activities.
That's been established.
Anybody.
That's trafficking, right?
Yeah. Anybody who do that is in trouble. It don't matter if it's him, whether it was R. Kelly.
Is he charged with that? With trafficking?
Little regular niggas I know done did that shit. They be flying bitches out.
They get in trouble too.
They get that fly in shit. Like, and they be willing though. The people that fly in be willing for it though. They know what they get flowed in for.
Bullshit, they gonna charge you with that. They gonna charge you. Look at R. Kelly.
Yeah, you can't do that.
They tried to kill R. Kelly the other day.
Yo, R. Kelly only 30 minutes away. If he's still in Butner, North Carolina, he only about 30 minutes away. I'm gonna see if I can get in with that nigga and do an actual interview.
Is he out of prison? Is he out? Is he out?
No.
Oh, okay.
He in the hospital. They say that the prison guards gave him some medication for anxiety and almost OD'd him.
Yeah, they getting ready to kill him now.
Yeah, I seen it. I thought they were gonna let him out.
Why?
Why they gonna let him out?
Yeah, why they want to kill him?
I don't know. Shit.
Because they know, cause why they kill all of us and our elderly and girl, this gonna be a whole nother live. Cause I had to get on why they killed my motherfucking grandma out this bitch. So I'm gonna go on mute.
I just realized why they wanted to kill him. I read in that same article it was a white supremacist gang.
What? That's why they wanted to kill R. Kelly?
Yeah, the guards were apparently taking orders from an inmate that's a member in that gang.
Yeah.
To try to kill R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Right.
They
Yeah.
don't matter how much money the guy to kill a black man. In other words, they don't care. They white supremacy, so he's still an N-word to them.
Right. They will get fight.
I mean, he had to do something to him, or they just wanted to get him because he was black.
I'm thinking because he was black. And because he's a high-profile target.
He probably was in debt. You never know.
They got hired? Y'all don't think they got hired?
Hell, they're probably trying to earn some stripes.
Did they get hired? Did they get hired? Was this a hit on R. Kelly? That's what I want to know.
Well, ain't no telling though. He probably was in debt. You never know what a nigga doing in prison.
It was a hit, y'all. Y'all don't be paying attention.
No, I'm agreeing with what you're saying, Nick. It probably was a hit.
Did you see the got hit the other week?
Because they even said in the article it was an assassination attempt.
That's what I'm talking about. They trying to kill this man. For what? Because he know more about what the fuck going on with this shit with Diddy?
You know
we're putting this shit together. I think all this shit is connected.
Hey, Nikki, you know what I've seen happen in prison?
What?
I've seen some dudes take some fentanyl as a paper and blow it in the counselor's face, and the bitch fall down the stair, or she hit the bottom of the stairs. Right. I've seen blowing fentanyl in niggas' face, knocking niggas out, taking niggas in the cell and doing whatever you want to do with them. That kind of shit.
You ain't lying, cause a cop stopped the dude. He was wilding and all that shit. And cop stopped dude, and he blew that fentanyl in his face. Right. He passed out, almost died. And then a lady, I'm gonna tell you what motherfuckers was doing. They were putting fentanyl on gas pumps out here. Yeah. One time. Yes, girl, I'm telling you.
They wild with it.
God damn.
Oh yeah, they wild with it. Yep. Go right in the face. Go right in the face. Boop.
This crazy world that we're still living.
Y'all, that's so fucked up.
I know. So being out like it and having having them little Juneteenth festivals and all that shit. Ain't no telling what's in the air. I ain't with all that. It's too many motherfuckers around.
Okay, because they'll target you to this one spot, and then they'll spray some lethal on you just because you know what I'm saying. Like they already because you already know something in the air right now. Who killing somebody over some trash? And then somebody killing somebody, they cheating too, but they kicking in somebody's door. They killing in the person they fucking and the dude in the bed together. Like, and you notice like everything that happens somewhere in your town, the same thing happening somewhere else. Like it's just like a effect. Like this shit is planned, it's plotted, it's a ploy, and we so dumb to the fact we claim we woke, but we so blind to the fact that we still play in it. Look how we come to social media for something. Oh, well, I'm saying we because I have been engaged. I'm not now, but how we come to social media, we get to that level. You don't know nobody's mind state, yo. People better stop, yo. I'm telling you, man. You people better protect your neck, like you.
You got to have some elegant skins in these streets, right?
Shit, real in the field, son.
When you being transparent like that, right? You got to be legit. You got to be straight. Come on, man.
Because there's always a war going on outside we can't ever escape from.
You know, they got facial recognition, so they know who you are wherever you go. You ain't got to have nothing on you. You go in certain places, facial recognition. Oh, that's such and such. Already.
Oh, and the
Yeah.
facial recognition remixed with the AI. Like people can have you. That's why I tell people, I know y'all want to find out who your ancestors and all that stuff is. Don't be giving your stuff up for you to be on a crime scene later on in life.
Huh.
You better just deal with it. I know you want to know your people. Them spirits gonna guide you if you got God in your life.
Dang, that
You know
part.
what I'm saying? You been done came up on a crime scene.
I
You
found
been
my
done came up
DNA
stinking.
on my own, nigga. I didn't have no type of DNA. I just remembered some names and found the people myself without all that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And my ancestors was guiding me along the way because I had to remember my cousin's last name. I was like, what was his last name? I was just sitting there thinking. Then it came to me, and I just started typing his name in Facebook. Typed it in
You
Facebook. He was on there. I said something to him. And ever
you
since then,
mess around, give a swab, a piece of hair, you
I
want.
knew it.
You gonna
But
be done came up on a crime scene somewhere tied to something you ain't really got nothing to do with. The fuck?
stop it.
He
Go
said,
slip
you
on.
ain't really got nothing to do with it.
What you say?
But they gonna have your DNA anyway. How many times they done got our blood and all that shit? They got our fucking shit anyway. It ain't no way we can go.
Right, but it's
But
giving them more leeway because it's giving them more power with it when we start doing this other stuff because people know they're yearning to find their people. You got some people that done been adopted. You got some people that did it like they know we have people that yearning. They done put us in these situations to play on it later. They done put us in poverty. They done put us get snatched away. They gonna
Hey,
know later on. Then they
so,
put this out here. You know
you
what
know,
I mean?
you don't hear too many of them trying to find out where they land go, do you? It's always
Okay.
do
a,
we even talk to them
a,
though, y'all?
a
Do we even
color
talk to
or
them for real? Like we don't even talk to these people, so we wouldn't know.
something. You know what I'm talking about?
But you know they monitoring us because why?
We keep talking
We
about
wilding. We wilding on social media, whichever forum you on, the Facebooks, the YouTube, the TikTok. Like we telling on ourselves. They collecting studies right now. You remember back in the day with the Kanika situation and stuff. We was saying it was a psyop and all that. Why ain't we stick to knowing that?
we
Why ain't we
still
keep
do
that
know this
same
is
state
all
of mind?
style. We still
Yeah, we
know
should have still kept this state of mind what this was designed to do.
we know what it's designed to
And
do.
we feeding right into the experiment.
Well, we've been in the experiment, and I don't think we'll ever be out of it. But it's
You
okay
right.
that we are in the experiment, guys.
So
Thank you so much for going live, cuz I'm really enjoying this. I can't be this chill and this lax anywhere where I can be, but I just don't go up on nobody else's stuff. So thank you, my cousin. I love you.
Shit, I love it too. I don't be on nobody's shit either. I just come over here and turn my own on. Now, if Aaron go live and I was on there, I'll go on his. You know, if you was live. Now that Ricky's back, if Ricky's live, I'll come. But I don't be, you know what I mean, messing with none of these damn people. They all act funny.
I'm sitting out at
Straight up,
night.
I said it. Y'all heard me. I said it.
Yeah.
You know, there was a time sometimes when I was on live, if it was more than two people, and I would try to talk, I'm constantly being stepped on, can't get a damn word in. So I'm like, I'm this for the birds, and I just dipped out. And then
Yeah,
people ask me later, hey, Aaron, how come you left? Or shit, I couldn't get a word in.
Yeah, but you got your channel where you can be a voice and you can get all your words in. So I'm glad that like social media have gave us this avenue. So what any platform we do go on, we're allowed to have that voice. But I'm just so glad because I've never been YouTube popping, but in my real life, I matter. I've never mattered
you
or
popping to me, shit. Stop saying you ain't popping. Those people don't matter. Whoever don't think you popping.
No, but
They don't matter
you
because
know, like
all
I'm
my
saying,
friends
as
think you
far
popping. All the HOTC and all the real people think you popping. So I
yeah,
don't know
but
what
you know what I'm
you're talking
saying,
about.
like as like, cause if I ever say something, oh, what she got a nerve to have an
You
opinion
don't
for?
need to be
Well, her
popping
little whatever views.
those
But
people.
I'm glad, like I don't
Of
have
course they
this,
don't
like
think you popping.
yeah, because I'm not trying to.
Because you original.
This is not my monetary gain. So
But
I'm so glad because I do real service in real life that makes a difference that I couldn't translate over here and submit to the blueprint of the YouTube because I'm not gonna dox you. I'm not gonna mess with your
oh my,
livelihood. I'm not gonna do any of those things.
why you ain't let me
So
just spit what I was gonna say about you though?
okay. You know I don't like that, but you know.
Yeah, but you remember Sean, and I want to give it to you.
You know, it's a whole lot of waves to this thing, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to say that in order for us to conduct the panto like we've been doing, we have to have some form of etiquette and decorum. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? Is there anyone to say? Thank you, Nikki.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey,
Mm.
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, right? About Juneteenth. I'm trying to get this right. I've been thinking about this all evening. I've been reading a whole lot of things, so I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
figure. Okay, this is supposed to be in commemoration of the
Yeah,
slaves down in Texas
the
finally
two,
realizing that they're free, but they've been working and don't even care about being free. They just
no, they
choosing.
didn't know they were free. That
They,
was the thing. They didn't know they were free until June 19th, 1865. They
right,
finally realized they were free. And
right,
when I first found that out, I thought to myself, wait a minute. So people are celebrating Texas being late, and actually, it was not, and it was never always a nationwide holiday. When I lived in Texas, that's the first time I heard of it, and it was just
right,
a southern holiday tradition. It was
right,
never nationwide. It's just the fact that it's nationwide that's actually new. So yeah,
right,
Juneteenth was never a national or even an international celebration. It was always a regional holiday in the South.
right. Okay, I'm getting. Okay. I'm on point. I'm on point.
Yeah,
Right.
that
But you
and
know what?
You know.
Oh, go
how
ahead,
people
Aaron.
celebrate being late. Oh no, I'm almost done the co-op. Let me get this point out. I still don't understand though why people celebrate being late because that's literally what it is. You found out 2 years later that you was free.
Right. And
And you
then
know
when
what
you
I
found
don't
out you were free, you
understand?
still didn't go nowhere.
And look, and
Then
it
come
dates
Jim
back.
Crow.
It dates
Those that
back
thought
to
they was free want to be free.
1865.
When they caught your ass running up through them little swamps, they put you in prison.
Right. So the date that it go back,
That's the old Jim Crow.
1865,
When they make
and
you
then
felonious.
right.
Right. Yeah, that kind of shit. So this in commemoration of what? Juneteenth, when all this just start. When the Jim Crow start.
When they figured out they was free and they wasn't still free because they still had to go through all that other bullshit. So it just really don't matter at this
Right.
point.
To survive. Right. Come on.
Right.
Yeah. Where else they gonna go? Whatever they gonna do. Right?
And they're gonna say, why y'all saying that? Those are our ancestors.
I mean, that's true. Shit.
How
They were
y'all
hungry.
talking? But then they
They,
won't support the
they,
nigga that's standing
they
right
were
next to
hungry.
them. So
They
I
were,
don't want to hear that shit.
that's where picnics come from. Right? When they pick a nigga hang from a tree. That's where
That,
they picnics come.
exactly.
That's where they come from. So,
That's where the word comes from. You absolutely
Oh,
huh?
you right. Right.
come from. Picnic comes from literally to pick a nigga to hang and lynch. That's exactly where that word comes from. You are so correct.
Pow, pow,
So, I
pow.
mean, niggas do that too. So, right.
Hmm.
See, right.
Well, I
So
call them cookouts.
once a nigga discover the origin and all the things he do, he gonna cease being a nigga.
Well, you break
Okay.
down because there's someone who lived in the state of Texas for 15 years. I can even break it down even further than that. Texas is also known as the Lone Star State. That means Texas has always had an independent state of mind. They wanted to be a separate sovereign nation from the United States of America. That's why they were once called ROT, or the Republic of Texas. They had their own military, their own way of life. So if they wanted to succeed from the United States, they could actually do it.
They kind of
Okay.
Hmm? Texas is like the second or third largest state in the union. It's California, Texas, and Alaska. I'm not sure what order that's in, but yeah, that's all it is.
Texas
Texas has
and all that.
254, the state of Texas has 254 counties in it.
I never knew that. Thank you for that Texas history. Okay.
You're welcome. Yeah, I lived in Texas before, so I can definitely speak on Texas. That's my second home, actually.
Right.
Now, I was born and raised in
Cause
Chicago,
you
but
from the shy, from the shy,
I
south
am.
side. Well, I don't know what side you
Memphis,
from. I'm
Memphis
just
got
saying something.
I'm from the south side.
Memphis got so much deep history, y'all. It don't make no sense. They don't had all kinds of massacres up through Memphis. All kinds of shit. Yeah, that's what Ida B. Well was doing, trying to,
What about that little dude that just got killed out there a couple of years ago?
huh?
Working out there, this one little dude.
Hmm.
He was working out there. He had a little job with some man, and then all of a sudden he called his mama and all that, and then she didn't hear from him no more. And that nigga just came up missing, and they still didn't find him.
Yeah, Memphis was also where those cops, those black cops, they unalived Tyree Nickel,
Yeah,
another black man, and before
And
that,
then all those Memphis rappers.
Young Dolph. Yeah,
They got yeah.
yeah.
he got survived out there in his own hometown,
Who?
at a cookie store.
What's his name again?
Yeah, he out there giving to the
Dolph.
needy for Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff.
Young Dolph. Matter of fact, they were basically saying that Young Dolph was like the Tennessee version of Nipsey. The stuff that he
Yeah,
did for his community there, they compared
they
him to Nipsey.
had money to himself. He didn't want to be involved with their ass, and they did it. Shit.
And that's actually not the first time someone came at Young Dolph. When Young Dolph was actually out here in LA, they tried to get him out here too.
Well, then.
The people that's associated with, I think it was a Yo Gotti, because Yo Gotti was the person, was another artist who he was in a rivalry with, and some of his people came at him in LA. I think. Mm-hmm.
I heard that.
But that's the thing. That I mean, today's hip hop, it's like a thin line between reality and the music. Matter of fact, hell, shoot, if you're a thug, heck, you may as well go to the studio because that's just how it is. It's one and the same now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it used to be a time where you could separate artistry from the street. Master P said it best. You can't have 1 foot in the street and 1 foot in the studio. You gotta give one of them up.
That's true. But
Yep.
now it's not that. It's everything is all intertwined.
Yep.
That's why we have Big U involved in so much stuff with all the artists, and he was involved with the sports. All that
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you know how many West Coast artists that I have encountered or either heard of that got some connection to street gangs?
shit. All of it.
That's my point. It's like, hey, how you gonna sit up there and claim to set?
Absolutely rapping. Most of the game bangers, because at first it was people that wasn't really doing this stuff in the street, but they was just the smart ones that came up with the words
Right.
and was talking about it. But then they start saying, well, shit, this is our life and we can talk about it ourselves.
Well, how many new dudes y'all really like?
Yeah,
Cause
they ain't
I don't
rolling
really
solo.
like.
They ain't rolling like this no more. That's all.
I don't like none of them. The
I
newest
don't
one
really
I
like none of these new dudes. Like,
I don't know how they doing
I
it, but they getting them real young. You know what I'm talking about? I
I can't
believe
say
yeah, they
these
grooming
phones.
early.
These phones. You know what I'm talking about?
it's a setup.
Yeah, these phones bad for them young folk. I promise you that. Yeah, talk.
Yeah, we've been recognized that, but it was nothing we could do.
Yeah, and
it's a
that's
lot.
why they
But you
peep
got to put
people's social
when you
media.
place things in motion, you know what I'm saying? For a different, to a whole effect, right? Some got to get put in place. Because if not, shit, you're going to spiral out, you know?
Yeah, but nobody's suggesting that shit. Ain't nobody suggesting that we shouldn't have these phones and all
Right.
What I don't like none of these new folks is they all
that.
sound.
They addicted to it all.
Next thing you know, the children, they ain't going to be playing no pianos, no violins and shit. You know, they ain't going to be wanting to be no
They ain't buying
cheerleaders or
no
none of that old shit.
land.
No,
They
it's a
ain't
few
buying
of
no
them.
land.
It's
They
a
ain't
few of
making no
them.
investments.
No, it's the few of them because their parents is pushing them to that. You got to push your child to that.
I know, right?
Want them to do. You can't let them do what everybody else do. You can't let them tell you, oh, because Jenny is doing this, can I do it?
Yeah,
No,
but we still
our
gotta let our
parents,
kid.
our parents wasn't having that shit. I don't give a fuck what you do. You ain't about to do it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what's different is them old school
I mean, you
values
know, it's a right
gotta
to take away
come
a
more
lot.
lighter. The old school values gotta
Tell
come
you,
more lighter with these new school kids. Like you
you
still gotta keep
take
the
away a
old
lot.
school in there, but you gotta
You know,
fucking
they're not picking up no
No,
book.
I think people have gotten too soft with their kids. This is what's going on. These kids will fucking kill us.
We
well, I be damn if
They
yeah,
will
you
fucking
ain't lying.
murder us. You know what I'm
man,
saying? So at this time, when you get the kids to not have no empathy, no compassion, or none of that, they not gonna give a fuck about nobody, and they will kill you. And they see it on TV every day and on their phones.
Look and
And I just said kill again. Yeah.
and Sticky said this a
yeah,
long time ago. Like we in an era that's coming up where they gonna get weaker and
some real
wiser,
monsters.
but they
You
gonna
gonna
be
be careful.
knocking you
You
down.
run into some,
Yeah. Yep.
right?
Yep.
You said that
I
long
promise you that.
time.
There's some real monsters out here.
Look,
I've
you
been
need
hearing
to go
about
and
them for
share.
years.
You need to
How they
go and
got the
share some of
switches.
your old lives. You need to go share some of your
I
old
don't want
lives
to be
on your
nowhere
news
around
channel.
where there's gonna be any kind of action like that.
But that's all right. You just gotta know that these kids will get you. If you know they'll get you, you'll be on point, ready to fuck their ass up if they come out.
Look, but you
You
gotta
said
go
what?
share some of
Say it
your
again.
you gotta go share some of your old
Say that one more
lives.
time.
I
Hold
said,
on. Oh, he can't hear me. Hold on. Can y'all hear me?
Here.
I can hear you.
What you?
no, I said that you gotta just know that these kids will fuck you up. That way you watch them so that if they try to come at you the wrong way, you know what time it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Most definitely.
Don't get it twisted. I do be looking at them out the side of the corner of my eye, like, all right.
We maybe
You
have
don't know if they get mad at you, you don't know what they'll do. You gotta, man, telling you.
Back to the call.
Oh, Nicole right here. She's down at the bottom.
all right.
I want to look.
Yo, hey
Nigga,
Rick,
so how you been though? You in LA? You
Ricky,
still in LA?
Who, me? Yep.
All right.
Ricky.
Farid.
He can't hear me. Why
Ricky.
he can't hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Hey, I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Yeah.
Ricky,
Yes.
can you
I got a
hear?
delay.
Can
I
you
got a
hear
delay or
Coleman?
something.
Can I hear who?
Coleman.
No,
Janky. Janky.
I can't hear her.
Okay, he can't hear you. I don't know what the hell.
Okay, well tell him
What happened?
he gotta share some of his good old lives and
Share
make him
your
into some
old life.
videos or some shorts on his new channel.
She said,
Excuse me.
show
I'm
some
sorry.
of your old lives.
I'm so sorry. What happened? What you say?
She said, show some of your old lives on your channel.
Show them now?
Yeah, on your new channel, the ones that you really got in deep with and spit that knowledge, show some of them old ones on your new channels. Like do some throwbacks.
Show the old ones on your new channel. Can you hear her?
them throwbacks, they ugly, man. Okay, ooh wee.
Nah, ain't all of them ugly.
We just had to pick out some parts in it because I can't stand to even look at it. I
Okay,
had
well I do it then. I pick out your old good ones
to,
that
yeah,
I
put
remember because I have shared them. I have shared them on mine when you was gone. Like I kept you alive in these streets. Okay, and people were mad with me because no, this is my boy. This is my motherfucking dog. Okay.
right. So what the egg gonna pull up, we're gonna be right. We're gonna roll. You hear me? They're gonna pull back up, right? You hear me?
Yeah, don't look at yourself as all you was doing was ugly because you know you spit knowledge too. I ain't talking about the beef ones or resharing that. I'm talking about the ones when you really got on your kicking that real shit. Like those are ones that need to be your shorts. Like you
I,
need to go through them and you
I
need to
don't
pick what you.
you I don't know which one that is. This shit was going so oh man, come on, man. I don't
Okay,
remember.
even when you was where you at, you resonated like
Yeah,
you gotta realize what you was out here and who you still is, even better now.
yeah, that
But
might
I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you what you're gonna have to differentiate
What's that?
on a social media space. And you already know. Don't get caught up trying to get back with old people that ain't on your same level. Like you know how to sneak peek. You need to sneak peek and see what everybody on and
Yes.
see who you need because everybody ain't gonna be on the same time that you on because they just not on that level and they'll attack you and they'll try to turn it into like, oh, he just fresh out and he doing this. No, that just been you, but you still with the shits if you push. You know, I ain't a killer, but don't push me type shit. But you know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Like you
no.
like the knowledge that you spit, it ain't gonna resonate with everybody. But that's why you need to start. That's why I say I help you pull out
But
your
who
real shit that you spit to get you in some type of algorithm along with your art. And you'll be in a whole different algorithm from the people who you first, because they expect you to come out. They want you to be on the same side they on some rah rah rah, and you ain't on it. So you
who
got
is
to be able. I ain't calling no names because I'm not. Look, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what I'm not the type.
oh,
Whatever people present you, you just gotta learn them for yourself. You gonna realize you ain't no dummy. You'll realize who with you or what you want and who ain't. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't telling you who to stay away from. I ain't telling you nothing. All I'm saying, you maneuver, you find out, but the whole game is to do you. Like you was always doing you. Okay? That's it.
that's it. That way. Yeah.
Oh, not that way. He just said that way.
That way. That
Oh,
part. Look, and what everybody was saying, because I was telling, look, Nick, I was telling 2Ps, because every time she was like, what you said. I said, you sound like oh, you know what I'm saying? Like you
Ricky.
sound like, yeah, that's what I was saying. Well, where you from? Like Memphis. Oh, okay. Do you remember that's what she always said?
Yeah.
What you said. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
all right. Well, yeah, I'm finna go over here. I've had a wonderful and excruciating day. I've been on my feet all day, right? So
Yeah.
I'm back, right? I got some things to do in the morning, y'all, for sure. So I got to lay down so I can be right, you know?
Yep, I got you because I'm got to do the same damn thing.
I promise you that. Ooh, man, I'm telling you, I appreciate being on your line, Nikki. See, you hear me right
Yeah.
now.
Right. A classic. Another classic.
I know, right? That part. Miss Coleman, listen, where you at? See that? Look, she done pulled out on me. Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Oh, you ain't listen. We're gonna have to pull up. I got to stop by the store right when I get ready to go live. I'm gonna pull up on you now. You hear me? You hear me?
Yeah, you're.
Yeah, okay then. All right. It's gonna be me and you.
Oh,
Huh?
y'all in the same place?
You mean, huh?
Y'all live at the same spot?
No.
Oh,
No. I'm talking about with that live. Come on now. All right?
oh.
Yep. Hey, so y'all be easy tonight, yeah?
All right. Have a good one.
All right? And I catch you soon, huh, Nikki?
On the flip side,
I know, right? Hey, y'all be easy. All right, Al. All right, Miss Hall.
that's what's up. Old school person.
Yeah, Ricky Farid's a name I haven't heard in a long time, in about I don't know how many years. Forgot
About
he even
6,
got he was even around till you mentioned him again.
about 5, 6 years. Shit. Yep, it's time for me to shut this shit down though, 'cause I'm tired too.
How long we been up here for? Has it been an hour already?
Yep, it's been over an hour and 16 minutes.
Man, that hour be going fast. I didn't even
I had
realize.
another plan, y'all, for something else on this live, but we're going to have to come back
Yeah,
and do that another time because I didn't want to mix the content like that. So
this,
I'm going to fire up another live to do that later on, probably this weekend. And if not, it's going to have to wait till next week.
two up to Nicole. It was good to see you again too.
Nicola, guess she can't hear us.
Well, Nikki, it's always good. Collaborate, too.
Yeah, this ain't the normal lives we've been doing. So, yeah, we would have to definitely come back, see when we can get back on the schedule, Aaron.
All right. Yeah,
I
I'm
want
just.
to do that. I changed the name of this too to Chop It Up with C because this is not the other show.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to make some positive changes myself. I started class yesterday.
Oh, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm. All it's going to do is just enhance the skills I already got. It's going to tighten those up,
Mm-hmm.
especially where I hear him on in this social media space too.
Yeah, for sure.
Because social media, basically now, content creating is basically an extension of filmmaking.
It is, and I can see where I can take a lot of things I learned and bring them to the forefront as well. So that's why I'm trying to push this keep pushing us going, even if we don't do it every day, we still have a form of consistency
Right,
because we keep coming back. We ain't waiting like 3 weeks, a month. We waiting like maybe once every 2 weeks.
right. And I'm gonna real soon. I'm gonna take advantage of Bigo. I'm gonna do it. But I'll be paying attention to a lot of other people's lives, and I'm like, mm, some of them I can deal with, but some of them are just like, no, I'm gonna do something way different because I want to keep people engaged. I want to keep the viewers coming back for more.
Hmm.
Some of the people who I enjoy, who I look up to in this space, in particular, I like looking at Information Man and George Makem. They have some really good streams.
Hmm. They do. Yeah.
And even
I want to build my stuff up like the way how he got his shit. He doing his thing. He's doing
MU
his
got
same
too.
thing. Hmm?
Yep. MU too.
Hmm?
MU has a good one too.
MU. Who is that?
Misunderstood.
Oh yeah, I don't be looking. I don't be over there on that side of town.
Mm.
They ran me away from there.
Mm.
There's
So
so many other people I like Armand Wiggins, stuff
hey, I'm
like
on talking about. I'm mine with how you spell his first name?
Oh
ARMOND. Or I have heard of him.
yeah, ARMON. His
Yeah.
show is it every day. I be laughing. I've been watching him for a long time though.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I think I might be already following him.
You probably are. So I watch a lot of other people. I don't
And
be
he
up here in these beef sectors and all that. I got so many
and he
people to
was
watch.
coming around. Shoot, Taz was also a good one too when he was around. Taz, Nyla, you know.
Yeah, I remember them, but they like that mess.
Yeah.
They like that drama. They like to fight people. I don't like them at all. Like I don't like. That's not the energy I like. But other people like that, so I'm not knocking them. I just don't watch it.
And then there was a person who I really, the first one I started following, the ones who I got flack from from a lot of times from a lot of people. You know who I'm talking about? None other than Cynthia G.
I know you talking about Cynthia G.
Hmm. She was the first one who I really started following hard.
I never rocked with them though. Like it's not that I didn't hear of them. They just wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
And it all started off with the nigga. What's the name with the nigga with the tattoos? I know you know the nigga with the tattoos.
Mm, the name escapes me for the minute.
He changed his name to his real name. He the one who got a baby by Cynthia G. Shit.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, Rob.
Yeah, Rob. I was Robert Perkins. I was one of his first people back in the day when he was a nigga with the tattoos.
Yeah. Oh wait, that
Started
was.
acting weird. He started being weird though.
Yeah, I never knew him as that name, the nigga with the tattoos. I only just knew him as Rob
Yeah,
Perkins.
that's how long I've been on YouTube though. That's what I'm trying to say.
Mm.
I've been here. I just never. I didn't have my own channel. I did have my own channel. I just never didn't keep going with my channel. So I had
Right.
my channel for a long time.
Yeah.
Hmm
I
So
remember. Yep.
yeah, that's what I used to follow and shit and be in his
Mhm.
chat and did he
So
even
I
have?
remember you follow. I
Yeah,
remember
he
you
had a chat.
follow Rob. I remember that too. You did say that.
So it was him, Tommy Sotomayor.
Yeah, Tommy was one of the ones who one of the early people who I followed that got me in this space. Matter of fact,
Hmm
it was through Tommy that I found Cynthia G. Actually, and that's ain't that funny? The roundabout way. That's how I found seeing. It's through
And
Tommy.
that is when I didn't follow that many people.
Right.
I didn't follow all these people like I follow now, but back
The first
then,
people I started following was Tommy, Cynthia G, Tariq Nasheed, uh, Endless Possibilities, or whatever his name is. New Possibilities. Yeah, New Possibility. I followed him. Um, Hugh Phillips Scott over at African Diaspora. They were like some of my early first followers, the people who I followed when I first started my YouTube career, so to speak. This is back in 2016.
mm,
Damn, Nikki, you just said 2016. Do you realize that's 11 years I've been on this platform?
hmm
Damn, where does the time go? I've been on this platform for 11, I mean, yeah, for 11 years.
so if I was following Robert Perkins when he was the nigga with the tattoos, that mean I was on here before that. Like when this first started, I was here. YouTube first started, I was over here.
That's when we was all banging on Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts was the spot.
No, not when I first started. We didn't have Hangouts yet. Because when I started YouTube, you couldn't go live like that. You
Oh
had
yeah.
to upload.
Oh yeah, you've been on here for a minute. You were day one then on this spot.
Because I remember I was doing uploads. I got uploads from back then. They didn't wasn't no damn go live. Then that's when you can start going live on everything. All of a sudden, you can go live on anything, Facebook and all of it. It all start coming.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of almost, not a whole lot, but I kind of missed them days. Not a whole lot though.
I do because so much shit could be happening when people can go live. They killing people. I mean, when they've been unalived
Yeah.
on the live. I mean, on a live. So many people are just using social media. They just want to be seen and heard, and they are literally coming on here just talking about their personal lives going on between them and their boyfriend or girlfriend or their wife or husband, and getting so mad and upset with what they've exposed to the world. They get rid of each other, or the man is getting rid of both of them, himself and the woman.
All this platform is also can cause the people who would normally be cowards in person, cause them to be as big and bad as they want to be. And then you can hide behind the avatar too. Oh, don't even get me started on that one. You got the new YouTube bangers. People talking about pulling up and catching a flight and never do. Heck, if I was 3,000 miles away, heck, and it was talking crazy to someone, I guess I'd be as big as I want to be too, huh?
I got a lot of work. I got a lot of work to do tomorrow, and I gotta be up. So I need to.
Yeah, I got some to take care of tomorrow too.
Go ahead and call it a night. It's because it's almost 11 now. So I need to get to bed. So y'all know what I want y'all to do. And y'all know what Aaron wants y'all to do. But I want you to love yourself, know yourself, stay true to yourself, and stay fly. And always living your truth, y'all. I'm out of here. Peace.
Hey, everybody.